Welcome back. You're watching us here on Closing Bell on CNBC-TV18, live from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal newsroom. Well, it's looking not particularly bad for the market. A century continues on the Nifty. A lot of these mid-caps are doing well. Trent, when I just spoke about that, that's moved to the high point of trade. Pidilite's also doing well. Pidilite actually, too, has moved well to the high point of trade, just about negative for the week, so recouping all the losses that we saw in the previous couple of trading sessions. FMCG as a pack has done well for the last couple of trading sessions, but the market as a whole has also done well. So let's get in our favorite segment, DStreet Chatter now. Two back-to-back centuries, Nimesh. What exactly is driving this market up?
I guess what's driving the market is lack of intense selling. That's the bigger theme than the buying support from the larger institutions. That's the overall message from the dealing rooms. Even if you look at yesterday's number, while the institutional data looked positive, both DI and FI, but that got skewed because of the Samvardhana block. The seller was a FDI, the buyer seems to be the FIs and the DIs. That's why I wouldn't read too much into the positive number from yesterday's FI and DI data. Right. That seems to be the trend today as well. So again, the flows are mixed is what I understand. The sector of the day clearly is metal names. All stocks are shining in trade. And there is a bit of genuine buying back as well. And remember, for metals, we've been saying this for a while now, right? The dollar index is favorable. The China reopening trade is a big theme for metals, and that's exactly what CLS put out today. And most of the stocks are buzzing in trade today. The other sector which deserves mention is the financials. Right. While the bank Nifty is up 0.5%, it's largely the HDFC Twins which is pushing the bank Nifty up. In fact, if you look at outside those two stocks, there is profit booking across most of the PSU bank stocks. That's the overall feedback as far as flows are concerned. So, since the beginning of January, Mangalam, we've been talking about the supports at 17,800 and the downside risk. Now, for the first time, there is a chatter of what could be the resistance. So 18,300 is now again back on the table. People are talking about that's a big resistance level to watch out for. So I guess that's something to track. But the one line answer to the last 2 days of century is lack of intense selling rather than big buying from the larger FIs. Okay, no selling instead of big buying is what's driving the market higher, and 18,300 is what we're looking at. 18,250 to 300 will have a lot of technical levels as well to watch out for in terms of congestions. But you have a bunch of individual stocks, a lot of them. That's right. So the first stock on my list today is Nike. We've all been talking about it for the last many days now. Again, in today's state, there are huge volumes and the stock is under pressure. And if you look at this week or this month, the stock is down 15%, and there is good amount of delivery being marked as well. So there is intense selling, and largely from the larger institutions is what I understand in Nike, and that's putting the stock under pressure. So that's the first one. The second stock is JTL Infra. We normally don't talk about this stock, but interesting one. That stock is up 10% in today's trade. I believe there's going to be a board meet for preferential issue later this week, and an influential family office is likely to put in a large sum, and that's the reason why that stock is buzzing in trade today. And the last stock is All Cargo Logistics. Couple of cash stocks which are buzzing in trade, largely on delivery volumes, and All Cargo stands out on back of some strong flows at a leading FI desk in today's trade.
Okay, thank you very much, Nimesh, for that interesting list. As always, we've got about 11 minutes to go before we wrap up.